students. Well, my name is Mr. Ashwin Pasi, and I will be teaching you English. And so you must have expected to be at school right now, but the situation is such that you have to stay at home because of the coronavirus. And we have thought of starting online classes for you. So this class is like an introduction of what we will do during the course of this particular year. Okay, fine. So in English, remember that there are 4 things that you need to take care of. There are 4 things that you need to focus on. And the first, the most important thing is reading. The most important thing is reading. Okay, so you have to, when you come to class, we have like English is divided into 2 parts. One is language, L-A-N-G-U-A-G-E, language, and the other is literature, L-I-T-E-R-A-T-U-R-E, literature. So in language, we will talk about the rules of grammar, and in literature, we will study stories and poems. So when you come to school, when you join us, you need to be a decent reader. You need to be able to read sentences, and not only read sentences, but you also need to understand what it is that you have read. So reading is one thing you need to focus on. Second thing is listening. So if you can understand me right now, I think all of you do understand English. When somebody is talking with you in English, I am sure you are able to understand what he or she is telling you. So reading is important, listening is important, and now the third thing is speaking. So English, remember, is a language. It's a language that we use to communicate our thoughts and our emotions. So we will teach you over the course of time. When you move on to class 5, and then class 6 and 7, 8 and 9, your understanding of English will become better, and you will start speaking properly, and you will be a good communicator in English. But it will take some time. Here I would like to encourage you, I would like to tell you to try and speak in English. In the beginning, we all make mistakes. I remember when I was in class 3 and 4, I too made mistakes while speaking in English, but my teachers always encouraged me to speak in English. And you will make mistakes because you are young right now, but slowly you will learn how to speak correct English. But that practice has to be there. And in fact, when you come to Vikas Bharati school, we here make it a point, or we tell our students, we instruct our students to speak in English. Okay. And now the fourth thing is writing. W-R-I-T-I-N-G. So you also need to be able to write in English, and not only English but correct English, because of which we will teach you rules of grammar. And so the 4 things that you need to focus on are, or we will focus on, when you come back, when you come to school. As of now, remember, you are at home. So, just remember these 4 parts that you need to get good at. One is reading, you need to be a good reader. Listening, you need to be able to understand English when someone is, or when anyone's talking to you in English. You need to be able to speak in correct English, and you need to be able to write as well. So now I will talk to you about our syllabus. What is it that we will learn this year? Well, we will learn the 8 parts of speech. So we will start with nouns. I'm sure most of you have done nouns, or you've in class you've done nouns. You did nouns in class 3. So we will continue with that, but I will teach you a lot more about nouns. You will learn a lot more than you learnt in class, than you had learnt in class 3. Then we'll move on to, we'll move on to adjectives. After adjectives, we will do verbs. After verbs, we will do adverbs. After adverbs, we will do prepositions. And then we will do conjunctions. I forgot, we will also have to do pronouns as well. P-R-O-N-O-U-N-S, pronouns as well. And then we will do interjections. I-N-T-E-R-J-E-C-T-I-O-N-S, interjections. So these are the 8 parts of speech. Now, we will also do a few other topics which are very important. We will learn tenses. We will not do all the tenses, but we will do the basic, the simple tenses like simple present, simple past, past continuous, present continuous, and simple future, because tenses are very important. After this, I will teach you subject-verb agreement. S-U-B-J-E-C-T-V-E-R-B-A-G-R-E-E-M-E-N-T. So I will teach you the rules, the subject-verb agreement rules. Don't get worried by looking at these words and terms, because I am there for you, so I will guide you through these topics, and don't worry, these are not difficult, these are simple topics. And then what we will do is, I will also teach you how to write paragraphs. So we will learn paragraph writing. And I will also teach you how to write a simple letter to probably your friend, or your mama, your papa, your uncle, or your auntie, or your grandmother. So we will learn how to write simple letters. So we also have letter writing. And then we have something called comprehension. Now that is a big word, comprehension. Now what does it mean? First, let me write the word for you on the board. C-O-M-P-R-E-H-E-N-S-I-O-N. So comprehension, what happens in comprehension, kids, is you are given a text or a passage or a story. So you have to read the story, and below that story you will have a group of questions related to that passage. So you have to read the question, and the answer to that question will be there in the passage, and you have to find the answer in the passage, and you have to write down the answer. So comprehension just is to check and to help you learn to understand the text or the passage that you have read. And finally, we have and we will also, I might just include a few other topics as well, like let's say using question words, or let's say we can also do MODALS, modals. So this is a guide to you about what we shall do this year during the course of the year. So in the next class, kids, I want you to just go through the topic nouns and be prepared, because I will start with the topic sentence, and then I will move on to nouns and the different kinds of nouns, the gender, we will talk about the number of the noun, and we'll see. So I will meet you in the next class. Signing off, I am saying goodbye to you now with a big smile on my face. This is Ashwin sir, and I'll be your English teacher for this year.